Kia ora folks, and welcome to this New Zealand Ice Hockey League matchup between the pure New Zealand Admirals and the Dunedin Thunder, Game 2 of the weekend. My name is Michael Domigan here for the introduction alongside Bryce Rouse. Bryce, that was one heck of an entertaining game last night. Recap it for me.
Oh, I might even have to say it was probably game of the season, to be honest. There was nothing to separate these two teams after two periods. And then the Admirals in the third period, they just came out hot and firing, and they just blew open a big lead that it was just too much for the Thunder to catch up.
It sure was, and there was a period of about 5 minutes where it felt like 5 or 6 goals were scored and many more goal-scoring opportunities. Really, that's where all the action was. We'll get to some of those highlights and graphics soon, but yeah, as you said, entertaining game, could well be game of the season already.
Oh, definitely, and I think tonight's going to be probably just as good. The Thunder need to absolutely answer back. That third period for them, you know, in terms of how well they've played this season, just wasn't good enough. The Admirals, they were a lot more hungry for it in that third period, so they need to prove a little bit of a response here tonight for that.
Yeah, well, we've seen, folks, as I'm sure you have too, it's been a year of split weekends, a year of split results where a team might have a win like they did last night, the pure NZ Admirals, but the Dunedin Thunder, by no means out of contention to win tonight's game, really could be anyone. And if this season so far has been something to show us, this weekend could well end up with a split result as well, couldn't it, Bryce?
Oh, 100%. I'm probably going to call that the Thunder will respond tonight and at least push this game right to the limit. Obviously, with the Admirals winning last night, that does actually put them 5 points clear of the Thunder. So the Thunder will definitely need a win here tonight if they want a home semi-final.
Yes, now if we've done the stats correctly, a pure NZ Admirals win tonight will guarantee them a place in the semi-finals, but does not guarantee a home semi-final just yet. So plenty to battle for tonight for both teams' sakes. Semi-finals very much still up in the air, and that's without even mentioning the 4th and 5th race between the Botany Swarm and the Canterbury Red Devils.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier for the Admirals either. In a couple of weeks, they travel down to Queenstown for their last series. Here's a look at last night's scoring summary.
Plenty of names on the score sheet there across the first, second and third period. Who stood out to you in particular, Bryce?
I honestly reckon Henry had a hell of a game. He was a workhorse last night for the Admirals. He disrupted the Thunder's play, got a couple of assists as well, and just had a really solid night. And the Stephen brothers also stood out pretty well. Ben and Sebastian played really well. Zach didn't get too much game time.
Yeah, now I think it did sneak up on us last night, actually. Ian Ortis, a hat-trick performance last night.
Yeah.
We talk about solo performances in this league. We'll get to some stats in a moment here, but a bit of a standout, as I say, that did sneak up on us, but well done to him on a well-deserved hat-trick result. Dunedin Thunder by no means playing poorly. The Admirals just carrying a bit more momentum at certain periods of the game and capitalising on those scoring chances. We take a look at the shots on goal, 28 to the Dunedin Thunder, 30 to the pure NZ Admirals, so basically as even as you can get, but the Admirals managing to capitalise on more of those opportunities, despite, look there, the Dunedin Thunder getting 3 of 7 power plays and the pure NZ Admirals 0 of 4.
Yeah, the Dunedin Thunder power play has probably got to be the best in the league when they've got their 3 imports, Beckstead, Loisel and Stegman out there.
So we take a look here at the team scoring leaders updated from last night. I know last night we talked about the fact that the top point scorer for the Dunedin Thunder, Luke Stegman, on 35 points. That's just over double the top point scorer for the pure NZ Admirals, Vadim Sevigny, on 17 points. That discrepancy continues down, basically like for like as you continue. Cole Beckstead, 33 points on Justin Daig's 10, and Samuel Loisel, the Dunedin Thunder import, 22 on Alex Regan's 10.
Yeah, look, the Admirals players aren't getting a hell of a lot of points this season, but I don't think they really care. They just want to win hockey games, and they're showing that you don't need a huge points scorer to win in this league. You just got to get that W next to your name at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's it. Doesn't matter who scored the goals as long as the right ones were scored and you take the result home. So as we continue on to the scoring leaders, take a look at that chart. What's one thing missing from that list, Bryce? A single pure NZ Admirals player, and Botany Swarm for that matter. So both Auckland teams both leave a little bit to be desired from the point scoring tally. Obviously, in this case, Pure NZ Admirals in second place on the table, as you said, will be no doubt happy with that. But I'm sure some of those players will be wanting to break into that top 10 here.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think they really care too much about the points. As you see, 70% of this leaderboard is dominated by imports, and rightly so, as they only get 2 a season, and you can see pretty much all of them on there except for the Admirals and the Swarm.
Now, if we switch over to the goalie leaders, we see there Chubba Kirschko-Magosh, after last night's performance, in that second ranked position based on the goals against average. That's how this table is sorted here. We also saw last night Toby Shuck in net for the for the Dunedin Thunder, down in 6th position. Tonight, we'll get to the starting rosters shortly. A bit of a surprise, I will say, the starting goaltender for the Pure NZ Admirals. So we will cover that shortly. But yeah, look, we do see here Aston Brooks at that number 1 spot for goaltender leaders, a spot he's familiar with these last few seasons, isn't he, Bryce?
Yeah, he's a stone wall at the back there for the Stampede, a huge reason why they are tough to beat. Not only are they good on the ice skating, they have really good backup goaltending as well.
And I'll tell you the other thing they're good at maintaining that number 1 spot on the NZIHL points table. Here we are, the updated points table as of today, so after last night's game. This weekend, the Pure NZ Admirals and Dunedin Thunder, the only matchups of this weekend. So prior to last night's game, every team had played 12 games. So it was a very even representation of the season. Obviously some big matchups still to come as we finish off the regular season here. But the Sky City Stampede, pretty commanding lead, 27 points, 7 wins, 3 overtime wins, and just 2 losses.
Yeah, these 2 teams that are playing tonight, I'd say that they're probably going to be playing each other in that semi-final. So home ice advantage is definitely the main priority for both teams. So
That's
the Thunder
right.
will definitely be wanting to win this one tonight.
And as we welcome the teams to the ice, we'll go through the starting lineup. So the Pure NZ Admirals, much the same as last night. Aidan Cheney, Benjamin Stephen, Alexander Regan in the forwards, and Roscoe Eade and the ever-trustworthy Justin Daig on defence. And that surprise for you folks, at least as far as we're concerned, Noah Finley in net tonight with Ethan Prendergast backing up. So Chubba Kirschko-Magosh, after last night's performance, will not be on the bench, will not be dressed. So best of luck to Noah Finley tonight. I believe his first game start with the team, Bryce. Yeah,
not a familiar face, so welcome to the pirate ship, Noah Finley.
And for the Dunedin Thunder, we have forwards Jack Lewis, Ian Ortis, Cole Beckstead, and on D, Samuel Loisel, Morgan Blair, with starting goaltender James Moore.
Yeah, I definitely think the coach listened to my starting lineup from yesterday's viewing. As I said, you've got to get Beckstead on line 1 to start the game, no matter what.
Yeah, Beckstead's one of those players, isn't he? He gets the puck and he just seems so resilient with it. He can manage to dance around players. I recall last year, I think it might have been the semi-finals in Queenstown, there was a moment where he virtually skated end to end, did about 3 laps around the goal to the blue line. It felt like he had the puck on his stick for about 7 minutes and not once lost it until he decided to shoot. So yes, resilient with the puck is, I think, how I would describe him.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the best player in the league. In my opinion, I'd 100% have him out there as much as possible. He does average about 32 minutes a game, so he gets huge ice time, and why not, as he is a superstar for the Dunedin Thunder.
Yeah, it is something, though, minutes that on ice that does need to be managed carefully, doesn't it? Because with a league like this, where you've got 2 games back-to-back, a Friday-Saturday or a Saturday-Sunday, and then potentially games, week to week, you do want to manage that player fitness. You do want to manage that player sort of welfare, their physical welfare, because you put someone out there too much too often, that does increase the chance of wearing them out, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, it does, but the guys, obviously, they do have a full week of rest, a couple of trainings, obviously, when they get home. But nonetheless, we're set to get underway here in Avondale, game 2 of the weekend. The Pure NZ Admirals playing host to the Dunedin Thunder. The Admirals taking game 1 yesterday in a very convincing third period blowout.
Now, that will not be the way that the Pure NZ Admirals want to start off this game. And icing just 11 seconds in. Early pressure on the Pure NZ Admirals Finlay here as the Thunder will be looking to set something up and maybe get a shot straight off the drop.
Yeah, they actually put out Hurring there. Got a quick change to the Dunedin Thunder. Regan battling for it, finally comes out. Beckstead whip it around the back of the goal. Lewis plays up to Stegman, quick shot on, but not going to trouble the goaltender as that was well wide. Regan in the corner tries to get it out, unable to do so. A little bit of time here for Daigle as the Thunder will get a full line change. Now Blair passes it up to Rout. Comes and picks it back up, but just lost it as he was entering the blue zone. Here's Orr. Trying to get a pass there to Walsh. He got a quick shot off, but off the side of the net. Admirals will get that, send it the length of the ice. Goal has to make a save, so there will be no icing. Now Chamberlain fires it right to the middle where Henry was looking for Vespa. Cistroni almost with an intercept. So the Dunedin Thunder do have James Moore in net, so 2 different goaltenders in this game from yesterday's.
And the result tonight, Bryce, could well be, as we see a player blade fall out of the skate. I think that's twice this season, if I'm not mistaken. Stephen Mawson had that happen here at Avondale.
He's having a hard time getting off.
That player is really struggling to get off.
This is quite comical, actually. Luke Tyon's having a tough time getting off the ice. Finally does.
And gets a round of applause from the crowd for doing so. So there you go. I can't tell you the last time we've had a skate knocked down of the blade, and that's twice in probably a couple of months here. Yeah,
that's true. Mawson's probably looked a little bit better because he hit the ice with the skate and it kind of went circling, flying in the air.
Did quite the pirouette in the air, didn't it? Just in front of us too.
I think you posted that on the NZIHL socials as well with a bit of background noise. Shot there from Wilson, takes a redirect on the way of the net. I think Ikai got a touch on that.
It's the first save of the game there for Noah Finlay in net, and if we're not mistaken, first save as a Pure NZ Admiral as well.
Tough pass there for Mawson to handle. Lewis fires something on net, a redirect from Orders off the post. Huge chance there for the Thunder. Ian Orders unlucky for that not to go in. Face off one by the Admirals. Chamberlain trying to bump off Hurring. Stegman can't keep it in. Savigny's going to come the other way for the Admirals. He's got Sebastian Stephen with him. Pass tried to get to him, but did not find its way there. Now Orders with a quick shot. It's going to be deflected up and out of play.
I was just going to say, Bryce, something I noticed from last night's game is how high the Thunder were playing across the game last night. Felt like they were playing and carrying that momentum forward straight into the Pure NZ Admirals defensive zone. And I think we saw just there the sort of consequence of that breakaway that Sevigny was able to obtain. Obviously nothing came of it, but definitely something they'll be wanting to monitor a bit closer.
Yeah, it looks like something that they maybe going to try pinch a little bit more tonight to try guarantee a few more goals, because I'm sure they know it will be hard to keep the Admirals off the score sheet, as they were looking red hot to finish the game last night. And also, Stegman and Loisel didn't have, in my opinion, their best games for the Thunder last night either. There was a few times where they were looking for some one-timers and the pass just wasn't quite right in the wheelhouse, so they had to contain the puck, make a play. instead of getting a shot off that they would have liked.
Yeah, rink size here at Avondale, obviously a lot smaller than what they would be used to back home in Dunedin. So, you know, those types of changes, they do mean something when you're playing at this level.
Shot there from Loisel, went wider. Shot there from Blair, goes off the back of the helmet of Rout. Rout with a redirect, he scores! A shot from the point from Loisel, and Rout will get the last touch on that.
Well, that will certainly be one that he will remember. As you said, Bryce, taking that shot off the helmet just moments before repositioning and then scoring that goal for the Dunedin Thunder. So credit to him for sticking it out and getting the puck in the net.
Yeah, the Thunder are pressuring the Admirals to start this game. Just like the Admirals did yesterday, they kind of had to withstand the pressure a little bit to then kind of regain momentum in the game. So, but once they got going, they found themselves playing a lot better. As the Straney just puts that one in deep. Herring's pass up to Lewis. He gets it out of the zone. Vesper tried to cut into the middle. Stolen here by Beckstead. Looking for some options. Gives it over to Stegman. He doesn't control it. Stegman trying to dance away from Daigle. Gets a pass to Beckstead. Beckstead up high for Lewis. One-time shot over the crossbar. Henry unable to clear. Herring tried to go right through the middle. Shot there from Lewis, doesn't get to the net. Admirals having a tough time breaking out. And then giving possession right back to the Thunder. Beckstead got a touch on that to negate the icing. Pass right up to Sestroni. Didn't get a touch on it, but icing is waved.
Yeah, great bit of pressure there from the Dunedin Thunder for a while, although it has swung the other way right now as the Admirals were hoping to get set up. Mawson with a shot that is blocked, and the Thunder immediately on the counter-attack.
As Tyon leaves the puck behind as he entered the zone. Once again, Tyon with a pass up to Barry. Trying to get a one-handed poke check goal. Tyon having a little bit of trouble handling that. Puck goes up to Wilson at the point. Throws something on net. Tyon, shot there from Walsh, and a good save by Finlay.
Yeah, great crease control and movement there by Finlay, observing that puck moving across the crease to see where that was going to come from and gobbling that right up. And gets a little tap on the pads there by Kennedy to say well done. Now
Savigny just throws a muffin on net, which makes Moore have to make a save. De Jong had a good game last night, cuts into the middle, gets a shot off, but that's going to hit the upper netting for a whistle.
Thoughts so far, Bryce? Dunedin Thunder certainly looking like when they get set up in that zone, the Admirals are just struggling to clear a wee bit. They're holding on to the puck. They're getting some good opportunities on net. Okay, shots only 4-2. Yes, it's 2-1, but at such low numbers, you don't really count it as such. But they are looking like they've got the pressure here on the outset.
Yeah, I do say so myself, Michael. The Admirals are starting this game a little bit flat. I thought after how well they finished the game last night, they would, you know, be bringing a lot of that into tonight's game.
As we said in the pre-game show, it's been a year of split weekends, and this could very well be another one here on the cards. A long way to go, but if the season so far has told us anything, it could very well be the case.
Oh, like I said last night, as long as the Admirals are still within 2 or 3 goals, they are never out of a game. Here's Orr trying to get past Zach Stephen. Look for a centering feed. And a pass up to De Jong. He'll gain his own. Ben Stephen looked offside, no call. Ben Stephen actually gets taken out off the puck. He is still down.
So we do have a call from the officials here as Loisel makes his way to the box. bit of contact there as we see Loisel stepping into the box there. The Admirals, boy, they really need to make the most of this opportunity, don't they, Bryce? Get their momentum
100%.
back early in the game. A long way to go, but make something of this 2-minute power play that you've got.
And an unwanted penalty is definitely a momentum killer.
As we see Finley skate out of the crease to control the puck. I do love that. Maybe we have a Joel Hasselman 2.0 on our hands in the form of Noah Finlay.
Well, it's typical of goaltenders. They all think they're the best outfield skaters, even though they can hardly move with those pads and skates. So the Admirals on the power play. Regan looking for a pass to Daigle, but that's come off a stick and into the netting.
Yeah, the best way I heard it summed up by a New Zealand national team coach one time was having a goalie that can skate and play the puck. It's like having an extra D-man. You can get set up, you know, particularly grabbing the puck on a power play, get the team set back up for a breakout early, rather than having to have a player come down, pick up that puck and waste some precious seconds.
Sometimes they do make an absolute meal of it, though.
Oh, yes.
Well, redirect there in front from Savigny with a shot from the point by Eade. That was close to going in. Now Regan behind the net. Tries to find a pass into the slot area where Vespa was waiting. Thunder unable to clear. Blair finally gets it all the way.
Yeah, great pick up there by Walsh. And then the push there to say, how's it going, mate? Off you go. To stop that intercept play there.
Now Ben Stephen looking for a pass to Eade. It doesn't get to him. Beckstead hits that right out of mid-air, out of danger. Good skill on show. Now Daigle with a bit of time to shoot, but shoots it right into the heart of Moore.
Yeah, I think Daigle there saying, hey, look, I'm going to do this myself, boys, as the Admirals really haven't been able to get set up so far on this power play, electing to rip the shot. But as you say, those shots that head straight for the logo, very rarely do they go in. Right, we have our third official joining the game. Bryce, must be that Auckland traffic out there, everyone trying to get to the game here. Hey, 2 sellout games back to back.
And especially mixed in with how poor the Auckland drivers are.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, I do know, talking with some of the Dunedin players, they find it quite funny that when they play a home game on a Friday night, a commute, I say in air quotes, from their home or work to the rink could be 10 minutes. Boy, you do that on a Friday night, even a Saturday night when we do play here in Auckland, you could be up for 90 minutes or more.
Definitely. It's back underway again. Ben Stephen will put it behind the net. Hurring was unable to control it. Tries to play a hit on De Jong. Hurring trying to bank it off the boards, and out he does. Beckstead almost behind enemy lines here as Finlay comes out and plays the puck.
Yeah, great decision there to play the puck. Shut Beckstead down. That is not a player you want on a breakaway, one-on-one with your goaltender.
And here's Beckstead now. Trying to come to the middle. Almost got past Stroney, but Mawson on the hard back check. 5 seconds remaining on the power play for the Admirals. Ben Stephen shoots. It's loose. Another shot there by Sestroni. Great couple of saves by Moore. Loisel out of the box. And fresh on the attack. Dodges a hit there too.
Yeah, that's twice now the Dunedin player's been sitting high on that left wing. Beckstead and just now Loisel, we've seen that. So whether that's a play they're electing to try and make intentionally, we'll need to keep an eye on. But so far, 2 reasonable opportunities, especially Beckstead's.
Now Daigle plays it up for Quinn. Looking for options as Quinn. Sestroni rubbed out on the boards by Blair.
Players not afraid to finish their hits tonight, are they?
It all looks very clean to start the game too, Michael. I knew yesterday it might start getting a little bit feisty, which it did.
Yes, there were a few moments towards the end of last night. I think we had the replay up here on the arena, and the fans loved seeing it towards the end of the game. So definitely helps get that Avondale atmosphere pumping when the players are throwing the bodies around a wee bit adding a bit of atmosphere here in the building.
Absolutely. Stegman trying to cut into the middle, but hits the skate of Eid. Loisel fires something on net. It was bouncing there where Stegman was looking for a shot. Regan trying to... Too much pressure there from Stegman. As Orr will skate it down the near side. The referee's arm is up. He's going to do Daigle for interference, it seems. A little bit tough, but... Thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think may have just missed it slightly there on the replay, but look, there was definitely a bit. Daigle did start that. The stick got sort of hooked up within, I believe it was Joe Orr's body, and very much his own doing, though. So not surprised the arm went up there, and we'll need to see what can be made of this for the Dunedin Thunder.
Yeah, it went 3 from 7 last night, you stated earlier, Michael, on the power plays.
Yeah, now we do have, folks, just for your reference, the score bug has the penalty assigned to the wrong... sorry, never mind.
Admirals will get it out of the zone. Loisel's back there. Orders will play it on the near side for Stegman. Mawson steps in, can't clear as Beckstead keeps it in at the blue line. Beckstead tries to get a shot off, but hit Vesper on the way of the net. Loisel shoots just over the crossbar. He was waiting for traffic in front of the net. Not sure if Finlay saw that or not. Beckstead once again cuts into the middle, gets a shot off. The rebound was there momentarily as Walsh was looking for it, but Finlay covers it.
Yeah, so immediate difference in the power play there between the two teams. The Dunedin Thunder had the puck in the Admiral zone for 36 straight seconds as their sort of first move into the zone here. Contrast that with the Admirals, who had their power play just minutes ago. I would hazard a guess they averaged nowhere near that.
Definitely not. Puck comes out into neutral, so the Thunder will have to touch up. Loisel plays it into the middle for Stegman. Stegman up to the point where Beckstead is waiting. Trying to cut out the passing lanes to Loisel and Beckstead are the Admirals. Stegman up high for Beckstead, who will get it back. Over to Loisel, one time, big save, Finlay, a rebound, they score!
Phenomenal play there by the Dunedin Thunder. I'll be honest, I thought the Admirals managed to save themselves there with that first save. Puck rebounds out, look at that maximum stretch. And I missed the number there, but the Thunder player picking up the puck here, tapping it in, backhand.
Orders.
Oh, was it Orders there? Yeah. So well done. 2-0, boy. Quite the shock for the Admirals fans here in attendance, I would say.
Yep, and there's a lot of real estate there for Loisel to shoot at, Michael, but he didn't get it wide enough, which allowed Finlay to actually make a save initially on it. And now the Thunder find themselves 2 goals up in the opening period. They look like they are in the mood tonight. I think for the team that does win it this season, Michael, it's all going to come down to that consistency of every shift. You need to play like it's your last, because what we've seen, because there's been so many split series, is teams haven't really backed up a good performance from their first game when they head into that second game.
That's right. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about, oh, you know, you just need to be in the top 4. You just need to be in the top 4. You're in the semi-finals and make it all work then. But as soon as you get to that semi-finals weekend, you know, that aggregate score format, you don't want a minute that you're not on.
Big shot there from Sestroni. Moore makes a save. Sestroni looking for a redirect there from a shot at the blue line by Sebastian Stephen. Darling will get it back from Tyon. Just loses it to Daigle. And they will clear. Shot there from Wilson, gets all the way to the net. But Finlay up for the task.
Yeah, I think Finlay will be happy with that one, to not have a rebound bounce out. 2 goals early in the game. Helps reassure you a wee bit when you can hold that one in the breadbasket and not let it bounce back out.
Yeah, I'd say he's had a solid start. He Obviously, a couple of goals weren't really his faults. You know, as a goaltender, you're going to give off rebounds. That's no doubt about it. Now De Jong will clear it for Savigny. The Thunder get back possession. Now De Jong trying to get past Stegman. Goes right to the net, does De Jong. But didn't get a good shot off.
Yeah, great performance by De Jong last night. We had, during the intermission, a quick interview in the arena here on the loudspeaker, and the interviewer said to him, what is he looking forward to for the rest of the season? Simple answer, score more goals.
Fair enough. Pass here from Bigstead will find Lewis. He'll fire one on net. Orders got a tip, but couldn't lift it above the glove of Finlay. Thunder getting a lot of good goal-scoring opportunities here in this opening frame.
Yeah, great collection there from Finlay. Once again, that puck securely held in the glove off the tip from Orders, so well done to him.
So Regan and Walsh will battle here in the face-off circle. Pass back up to Blair, but that comes out of the zone. And he just lofts it in into the far corner. That only just missed the roof. And that's going to go all the way down.
Icing waved off there.
Boiselle gets the puck stolen there by Cheney. Regan trying to put it low for Mawson, but the Thunder will get it out. Nice poke check there by Ollie Rout. Mawson's pass up to Regan, got a touch on it, so icing is waved. And Loiselle just backhands that out of the zone. Barry pressured on there by Regan. Pass up to Loiselle. Gets a shot off. There's Tyon looking for a tip there.
Yeah, great play there by Finlay and net. A poke check to actually knock that puck off the stick of the Thunder player. We'll see here on the replay as the shot comes in. Backhanded, a little bit of a poke check there to knock it out of the way, and then able to pick up on the second shot, so well done. As I said, every little shot, every little save like that will just be giving him that extra reassurance, that extra confidence that, hey, I've got this, I deserve to be in this league, as he does, so well done to him.
The Admirals definitely need to start generating some more goal-scoring opportunities. Stroni looking for some options. Try to fire it over to Zach Stephen. And that's put in deep. Vesper giving chase, but can't win the race.
Yeah, I think an easy way to sort of summarise this first period here from the Admirals would be frustration. You know, seeing a play like that with an icing, some missed passes, some missed opportunities, the players sort of holding their head down or looking up at the ceiling in frustration, just exasperated at the fact that those touches just aren't working. They're not getting those scoring opportunities like the Thunder have had so far.
Lewis with a centering pass, trying to find Orders. Stegman over to Beckstead. Beckstead's still with it, just loses it though. Beckstead plays it up for Orders. Nice pass to Lewis, but it was just a little bit too far in front of him as Daigle steps in. Now Vesper trying to cut into the middle, but Stegman read that well. Orders, nice pass in the middle to Lewis. Fanned on the shot, still there for Orders. Finlay finally covers it up to get the whistle.
Yeah, once again, these plays, the winger sort of streaking up the side there, able to secure a play. Very intelligent passing there from the Thunder. I think I counted 3 passes sort of almost from their blue line before the shot was taken. So they are controlling that puck pass to pass well. And the Zebra hits the deck.
Sebastian Stephen trying to clear, can't. Loisel fired it on net where Orr was looking for a tip. Orr trying to find a centering pass there. It's where Rout's waiting. Rout getting a couple of shots off. They're finding themselves in front of the net here in this first period, Michael, with the rebounds that they're finding. And they're just asking the question all the time. Here's Walsh. Cuts into the middle. Didn't get a good shot off. That was half a good chance there for Walsh.
They just seem to have the legs tonight, Thunder, so far. They seem to be end to end. Doesn't matter if they're playing forward. Their players are managing to get back in time to shut down any of those breakaways, any of those offensive opportunities the Admirals are having. So credit to them. They've obviously had their wheat bix this morning and maybe a banana or two pre-game meal.
I'm sure some rolled oats and protein mixed in there throughout the day as well. Orders. Shot off. Big save there by Finlay. Had to get the pad down in time.
Yeah, luckily Mawson there able to pick up that rebound because that net was very much wide open.
And the Thunder are just making smart plays at the moment as Mawson made a little dangle. Ref's got his arm up. It's going to be orders for hooking.
So 64 seconds remaining here in the first period. That will be on the power play for the Admirals. Let's see if they can make something happen here, because if they can get a goal, or I think, to be honest, at this point, just hold possession in the Thunder zone. That'll give them a bit of confidence that they can, mind the pun, steady the ship going into the second period.
Yeah, they need to start moving more left to right and get some good shots off.
It's easy from up here in the announcer's booth, isn't it, Bryce?
Absolutely.
I heard a rumour last night there might be commentator trading cards on the horizon.
I think you heard me say that. Daigle over to Regan. I'm sure the Matt Whiffen one will be worth $1 million. Have to get my hands on that if they do become available. Shot there from Regan. Not going to trouble more from there.
Yeah, able to see that one coming all the way, isn't he? Shot from the blue line. Well gloved. Reset and do it again. 40 seconds remaining in the first period.
Now Savigny plays it up high for Daigle. Regan plays it low for Savigny and gets it back. Regan cutting to the middle, gets a shot off. Didn't find its way to the net. Pass there from Stegman will find Beckstead. Beckstead will want to find Stegman again. He did, but Stegman couldn't get a shot off. Beckstead with it behind the goal. Try to go to the crease. Shot there from Beckstead right in front. Needed to put that home.
5 seconds remaining here, and Justin Daig for the Admirals, they'll just be looking to close this one out here as they do the end of the first period. Gosh, Bryce, as I said, I think frustration for the Admirals, the key word to summarise that one there, as the players skate over to their goaltender, give him a pat on the pads.
To be honest, Michael, they're lucky they're not down by 4 at the end of this period. They have come out flat. They need to get into the changing rooms and sort it out, because they are not playing how they finished that third period yesterday, and they need to find that rhythm.
No, definitely not. And as I say, you see on just some of the faces, I don't want to say shock, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think just a bit surprised, as you say. That momentum hasn't carried across from last night. Look, hard to say. I wouldn't say they're playing complacent, because no one does, but yeah, surprised, frustrated, I think we saw from a few of the players during that intermission, during that period as well. So they will be looking to change things up big time for the second period ahead. For sure, but big credit to the Thunder. They've come out and they have shown that they are wanting to play and wanting to win this game at all costs. So credit to them. Well, we'll take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, while we resurface the ice, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dunedin Thunder with a 2-0 lead after the first period over the pure NZ Admirals. We've now got Josh Kretschmar in the building. How you been, Josh?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I've made it just in time to watch the first period. Really good game so far.
If you're a Thunder supporter.
Yeah, if you're a Thunder supporter, it was reasonably close on the ice, I thought. Thunder did take the 2 goals in this period, so they definitely made it better on the scoreboard tonight. That power play goal was absolutely sick as well. We'll see here. Actually, we're looking at last night's game stats here. So I'm just going to ignore that, and we'll talk about that power play goal they scored. There were like 3 or 4 passes with Noah Finley did actually make the shot. Make the save, sorry. Ian Ordis eventually putting it in the back of the net after kind of a scramble in front. That was incredible watching the passing. They've obviously practiced that one many, many times.
Oh, yeah. They've been working that all season. You know, Stigman, Bigstead and Loisel, they link up really well together. You know, for them, as long as they're moving the puck around, they're going to be able to find a lot of shooting lanes.
Yeah, both Stegman and Loisel really high up on the points per game played stats for the season, with both also being defensemen, which is not so easy to come by for points and goals as a defenseman. Cole Beckstead, another one of the standout players for the Thunder. So yeah, we're ready to get set here. Noah Finley as well. Excited to see him in net. This is his 3rd game, I believe, in the NZIHL. I think he's played 2 games all the way back in 2022. So it's actually been quite some time.
It's a long time between drinks.
Yes, yeah.
So we're back underway.
Admirals starting on the power play.
Only for about another 52 seconds. Need to get some good looks in on that. They will leave that on for Regan. He gains his own. Try to find a pass to Savigny, but hit the skate of Loisel. Daigle does well to keep it in at the point. Plays it low for Savigny. Absorbs a hit there by Loisel. Daigle with a one-time shot, takes a redirect on the way to the net. That was a rocket.
Yeah, that was a lot of speed on that shot. Like to see the flex on the stick here. Actually just caught it off camera, but yeah, that went deflected off of someone and over into the net, the outer netting.
So Vesper against Walsh. Nicely won there by Vesper. Daigle will give to Regan. Regan's looking for Daigle again. He was getting into space. Finally gets it. Daigle unleashes, but hits Savigny, his own teammate, in front of the net, who was acting as a screen. But Moore has been up for the task so far here this evening for the Thunder in net. And that's cleared the length of the ice. Penalty time has expired. Ian Orders out of the box. Daigle up to Regan. Loisel tries to bank it off the boards into the middle as Beckstead tracks back and picks the puck up. Tries to get a little pass here to Lewis. Almost got a touch on it. They're just playing simple hockey out of the Thunder, you know. Get the puck to the net, look for some tips, and good things are going to happen.
Yeah, they, despite having a lot of really top individual players, they also work incredibly well as a team. As you can see from their passing and the positioning they take, they know exactly where all their teammates are. Makes for really, really good chemistry to score some goals.
So back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shot there from Stegman. That hits the glass behind the net. Hits someone on the way. Oh, Bigstead at the point. Stegman unleashes, but a good block there by Mawson. As De Jong puts the puck into the zone, but Stegman comes and cleans up. Bigstead gains his own. So with a little source pass up to Orders. He's looking for a shot off the backhand. De Jong unable to corral the pass there from Mawson. Bigstead with something dangling from him. He scores! Bigstead makes it 3-0 Thunder. And now the Admirals are in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, just manages to get around. That was Quinn there. Beckstead makes the moves. Stick, puck through the stick. Shot went top left corner. Past Finley. That's going to make it 3-0. Was just mentioning Beckstead before. One of the top goal scorers for the Thunder. 13 goals actually. They'll make it his 14th.
He is a points-producing machine, as Cole Beckstead. I'm sure the Thunder will want to hurry up and get his residency to live here permanently.
Yeah, I'm sure they're working out the paperwork.
That's going to be interference on Henry there by Darling. Touched by the Thunder.
Either interference or a checking from behind. I think either one. No, you will be interference.
You can't see inside.
It kind of looked like the puck was near his skates, but I'm still not super opposed to that being penalised.
It was a little bit early.
A little bit early. So that'll be another power play for the Admirals. They'll be wanting to do a bit better than their last one. Get a few more pucks to the net, create some scrambles in front.
Yeah, they are 0 for 5 on the power plays going back to last night's game. As Blair's going to rim that all the way down to the other side of the rink. Daigle waiting for men to get in motion. Regan. Let's push off the puck there by Loisel or try to clear, but Daigle does well. Catches out in midair. Now here's Roscoe Eade. He'll just gain the halfway and dump it in. I don't believe in the dumping in on when you're on the power play, Josh.
No, that's not a strategy I enjoy either. Got to try and keep possession in these game situations.
Here's Ben Stephen for the Admirals. Scored a goal last night. Loisel does well. Clears that out to Beckstead. And he'll just play it back for Loisel. Killing off precious seconds here on the power play. I don't think the Admirals have actually had a shot this power play, Josh.
It doesn't look like it. They're struggling to get into the zone. Regan does now.
Ben Stephen trying to find a pass there to De Jong. But Ian Orders read the intercept. Nothing much doing here for the Admirals power play.
No, I think they need to pick up their voices. There's not a lot of communication, it seems like, from out here. With the Thunder doing a lot better at their communication.
Yep, I agree, Josh. But now,
just as the penalty expires, there'll be another Thunder player heading into the box.
Yep, it's going to be Joe Orr for hooking.
We have a revolving door currently for that penalty box.
Seems to be only Thunder players with mustaches that seem to be going in the penalty box.
Is that the theme? Is that...
Definitely was yesterday. You had Max Hurring and Joe Orr in there at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Admirals back on the power play again. Mawson's shot deflected up and out of play. Need to get some shots on net, do the Admirals, this power play.
Yeah, I don't think the Admirals power play has really looked too good since I think they had really good power play opportunities when they were facing the Swarm about a month ago now.
Here's De Jong. His shot blocked there by Hurring, but Moore still has to make the save.
Well, they got at least one shot on goal there, but I guess they won't be too upset with another face-off. Hoping to win it, get another quick shot on.
I do like Moore's pads and colour.
Very clean,
very classic, clean. Yes, very nice. I'm sure Bartek would love to have a say. He likes bright yellow ones.
The goalie fashion.
It's real, apparently.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Us skaters
Gets a shot off. Big save there by Moore. Orders clears well. Beckstead just got Mawson to beat, but Ben Stevens tracking back. Beckstead still with it. Dangles pass. Mawson got the shot off too, but couldn't put it home. And just to remind everyone, the Admirals are on the power play here. Must pass it from Orders, finds Darling, he gets a shot off. He was following in for his rebound. He's hurrying with a shot. Big glove save there by Finlay. Now out that pass up to Savigne. Just got to get past Stegman, put it low, but couldn't put it in between the pipes. Great chance there for Savigne. I don't think he got the shot off where he intended to. As Daigle will bring it in for the Admirals. Vespa over to Regan. He'll rip one. That's not going to trouble more. They just need a bit more urgency, do the Admirals, Josh. They are still coming out a bit flat like they were in the first period.
Yeah, no, I do agree. They're not being able to make any chances, really, and they keep losing the puck just like that.
Loisel trying to dangle past Daigle. 10 seconds remaining on the power play for the Admirals.
I think there'll only be one, potentially two shots on goal from that last power play.
A shot there from Eade. Big blocker save there by Moore.
That one doesn't count. He did come out of the box. Not a shot on goal for the power play, but still a good shot nonetheless. So that make them 0-6 then in their last, for this weekend.
For this weekend, I'm not sure how far that actually dates back from the last time they did score a power play goal, Josh. But all credit to the Thunder at the moment. They are showing that they want this game. Shot there from Orders, just lifted it over the crossbar. Blair looking for some options, fires it up to Loisel. He gets a shot off. Finlay makes the glove save. Has to make another one as Lewis try to put home a rebound. Orders plays it low for Lewis. Beckstead unable to keep it on his stick. Cheney will bring it back into his own zone. Plays it off the boards for Chamberlain. Chamberlain finds the pass over to Mawson. And big hit there, Mawson on Loisel. Actually broke Mawson's stick as well. Clash of the Titans, that one. As Blair gets knocked off the puck there by Kennedy. The stick actually broke up by the handle, Josh. So it must have got a little bit caught underneath by the wrist.
Yeah, not the usual breaking spot for a stick either. Must have had a pretty good whack on it.
As Kennedy will backhand that off the boards. And the pass to Sistroni too far in front of him. Blair trying to cut into the middle. Henry pounces on it, but didn't put it home. Dangerous play pass there by Morgan Blair. Just put it right down to that slot area where Henry was coming into. And that's up and out of play, so we'll get a whistle.
So I did just take a look at the last.
Here's that.
We'll watch this replay first. Oh, that's a big hit. Just coming in, going flying. The Admirals are scoreless in their last 17 power plays.
Wow.
Going back to their
No way.
second to last game against the Swarm, they did manage to get one late in the game.
17.
17, yeah. So I'm sure that will be focused on in practice later this week.
I think you'd need a whole practice on special teams. And once again, that's up and out of play, so we'll do it all again. 17, Josh.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That is something not to write home about.
No. Be curious to know the amount of shots on goal as well, but yes, 17, not fun.
But you'd probably have to admit as well, Dunedin do have one of, if not the best special teams unit in the league. Especially if they put those imports out there on the same line. And Sebastian Stephen looking for a chip and chase to himself. There's Rout, put that in low. Finlay comes out to play it. Admirals can't clear as that's put in low. Eid passes that over to Daigle. Eid's pass too far behind De Jong. And could have been a half break there for Walsh. He still has it. That's off the post. Didn't give up on the play, did Rain Walsh. And almost stole himself a little goal there. They're just not wanting to win the 50-50 battles. Oh, the Admirals. Here's Beckstead. Source a pass over to Stegman. Centering pass there to Lewis. He shoots a rebound attempt there by Orders. That might be tripping. No arm up. Orders will play around the boards for Beckstead. He just fires something on net, gets it close. As Lewis wins that battle against Eid, he gets a shot off. And Finlay makes a save.
Yeah, you're right, Bryce. The Thunder are winning those 50-50s, which obviously creates that extra possession chance. And they're also stealing possession super close to the Admirals' goal, which always will create a dangerous opportunity. Admirals need to clean up their exits, hold position, don't try and do anything too risky, just easily get the puck out of the zone.
They need to flat out start putting in a bit more effort, I believe.
Yeah, someone send some Red Bulls or something to their locker room. Or the bench, maybe.
No, I don't think Red Bulls are the best to have in between periods. Maybe some electrolytes and glycerol powder would do. As Beckstead backhands that right through the middle. It's going to get all the way to Finlay. So Thunder will get a face-off inside the zone.
Back on the specials teams topics, the Thunder do have the second best. Sorry, they've got the best. No, I'm misreading that. Sorry, they've got the second best penalty kill in the league, 84.62%. They won't be updated for tonight's stats, so they could very well pass the Stampede by the end of the game. Stampede sitting at an 85% save percentage. Admirals are with the last power play, unsurprisingly, as we're mentioning, 14.75%.
Yikes. Typically, you want to at least be around that 30 to 40% range. You need to be capitalizing on the extra man advantage. Mawson passes that to the near side for Henry, but Loisel's going to be there first for the Thunder. And Loisel will just turn away. Gives it up to Tyon. He doesn't control it. And that will be icing. So face off just to the left of Moore. Barry and Vesper. Shot there from Henry. That got all the way through. And just missed that the side post. Thunder will break out through Tyon. Cross ice pass there to Orr. Shot there from Blair, a rocket. What a goal there, Morgan Blair. Pass there from Joe Orr.
Yeah, rocket from the blue line. I think that went clean straight to the net. No deflections at all. No screen either.
Perfect placing.
Yeah, that'll be Blair's first goal of the season. Just right over Finley's glove. He'll be wishing he had that one. So 4-0 for the Thunder. For the third period, we'll need to discuss some of the playoff implications that this game has as well.
Oh, almost a mishap there from Moore. Almost put it into his own crease behind the net. The Admirals need to be the next team that scores because the Thunder are looking the business here tonight. I think the Admirals might need one of your intermission chats, Josh. Get in there and stick it to them. Here's Walsh. Centering pass there to Orr. Golden chance there for Dunedin Thunder to make it 5. Here comes Sebastian Stephen. Try to find De Jong, but that pass never got through. Now Daigle going to have to hustle back as Beckstead wants it.
Did we hear a whistle? Yes, we did hear a whistle.
Not
Yeah, a little too quiet. It's this rink is too loud for the players to even hear the whistle, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
Was the whistle for an icing though? Because I thought Justin Daigle, the puck kind of went through his legs, so I'm surprised they still called that as icing. Because Justin even played on, thinking that that wouldn't have been blown away. But
Well, you could even argue that Beckstead was pretty much next to Daigle when the call should have been made for icing, and then if he's even,
yeah,
it's wave.
So that's why I'm not too surprised the players ignored the whistle, because they were surprised that it even got blown.
Shot there from Ben Stephen, not on target. Beckstead try to find Lewis. Lewis still gets there first. There's a spring in the step of the Thunder skaters here this evening. They are looking a lot more polished than they were yesterday, and they didn't play bad by any means. Stegman tries to find Orders, who was going to the net. Lewis cuts into the middle and backhands it into Hurring. Stegman with the backhand pass to Beckstead, tried to gain the zone, but Chamberlain stepped up. As Mawson steps up and stops that pass from getting through. Now Regan gets a shot off, goes all the way to the net. A rebound there for Regan. Moore having a solid performance so far. Regan giving it away to Loisel. Dodging a couple of hits too is Sam Loisel. He just fires something on net. Barry was looking for a tip. Here's Blair with a wrist shot, block a save. Tyon from behind his net, plays it up to Blair. Loisel backhands that out of the zone. Pass to Vespa. Good poke check there by Loisel. It's just not working for the Admirals at the moment, Josh.
Yeah, something is not clicking. The Thunder just keep putting the pressure on too much for the Admirals to be able to properly set up and create any opportunities. They're forcing the Admirals to need to take shots as soon as they go over the blue line, which sometimes isn't a horrible thing if you can win those face-offs and then set up for another opportunity. But the Thunder are preventing a lot of those options as well.
Nice one there by De Jong. Shot there from Eade, got all the way to the net. Pass there to Sebastian Stephen, too far in front of his stick. Admirals touch back up to negate the offside. Now De Jong. Try to find Sebastian Stephen in the middle, but well read there by Walsh. Boniface absorbs a hit. Daigle at the point. He'll rip one. Pad save there by Moore. I feel like the longer Moore doesn't let a goal in, Josh, the better he is becoming.
The confidence for a goalie can be quite useful. If you're feeling like you've made a lot of good saves before, you'll maybe try and take that risk making that extra save again.
And just offside was Lewis as Beckstead was coming into the zone. Lewis pleading his case that his skate was still on the line. I think I might have to agree.
So this game is quite an important one for some playoff implications here. Thunder looking to get just a regulation win. That will confirm a playoff spot for them.
For the Thunder, did you say?
Yes, yep. The Admirals are already confirmed into the playoffs.
There's Regan trying to find Cheney. Couldn't get the shot off as Ian Orders is hard on the back check. Now Orders will have it. We'll gain the zone. Try to find a pass there where Lewis was coming in late. And a whistle for high stick.
Yeah, and if the Thunder also manage to get regulation win, that will confirm a home playoff semi for the Stampede as well. So Stampede will be they'll be cheering for the Thunder tonight. Only for tonight, though.
I think you'll find in the next coming week, Stampede will solidify that first place spot, as they are only taking on the Red Devils and the Swarm, who currently sit 4th and 5th.
Yep, their strength of the schedule gets a lot easier by the end of the regular season.
Orders will play it up to the point. Stegman try to find Beckstead going to the back post, but Finlay comes out and makes a good save.
Yeah, good pass for Ian Orders there. I've been quite impressed with the way he's played this season. He is the top under-23 New Zealand player in points this season. I think he had 15 going into this weekend. He's definitely increased that over this weekend, though, with a point, at least 1 point tonight.
Yep, he's a good player as Ian Orders finds himself in the Ice Blacks these days. Lozelle. Backhand pass to the near side for Tyon. Tyon throws it over to the other side. Blair will leave it on for Darling. Admirals 4 goals down here. Last minute and a half of the second period. It has been all Thunder. Shot there from Darling right on. No rebound there from Finlay.
Yeah, definitely have to hand the second period to the Thunder for this game. Admirals, they've had a few chances here and there, but nothing really that makes me feel like they should have scored a goal this period at least. So yeah, we'll see that they'll need to have a big comeback for the third period. Not impossible, but it's going to be tough.
Extremely tough.
Extremely tough.
Thunder definitely very hard to beat when they are in the mood. Also, I do think the Swarm are actually pretty hard to beat when they are in the mood, but it's just a little bit too inconsistent as that shot from Stegman comes off the side of the post.
Yep, agreed.
Playoffs this year are going to be so exciting, aren't they?
Oh, we've got no clue which way it's going to go. Both teams, all the teams in this league can beat any team at any given night. So it's going to be super interesting.
It will, and I reckon I'll call it now. We'll be seeing these two teams in the semi-final playing each other. Where that will be is yet to be determined.
If the Admirals do manage to make a comeback and get a win, whether in regulation or overtime, it will be hosted in Avondale. At the moment, looks like it could still go either way.
Oh, nah. I don't see that happening.
Oh, I mean by the end of the regular season.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you meant this game. Shot there from Beckstead right on. And that will do it for the second period. Dunedin Thunder find themselves 4 goals up against the pure NZ Admirals, who are not on the job today, Josh. They are not playing like they did yesterday.
No, definitely a better period for the Thunder. Oh, can we bring that graphics back up? I was curious to see the shots on goal for the second period. Oh, we actually don't have it listed there. But yeah, only 14 for the Admirals through 2 periods. Not really enough to cause any sort of danger. They're doing well keeping out of the penalty box, the Admirals. So not too sure what's going on the ice here. Just got a few discussions at centre ice. I'm sure very friendly words going on here. Finley as well, the goalie getting involved. I didn't see how that started. Did you manage to catch?
No, I didn't. But it seems
saw them all together.
Loisel was having a word with one of the goaltenders of the Admirals, and then Daigle, I think, came over and told him to go away.
Yeah, when the Thunder were up here against the Botany Swarm, there was lots of chatter from the Thunder team as well. They like their chirping, which looks like the Admirals also giving it back to them. I'm sure it's all reasonably healthy chirping. So can we go back to those stats again? Just want to list off those goal scorers from the second period. So yeah, Cole Beckstead, one of those players that can kind of just take a game into his own hand. If any of you watched a game a few weekends ago where Cole Beckstead scored 4 unhunted goals to bring the comeback against the Red Devils. He's one of those players that can do that. Morgan Blair as well. It was his first goal of the season, but he's still a very, very dangerous player. Not super unexpected for him to score. Yeah, and we've got Ian Ortis, a little stat there mentioning that he's scored 10 straight games. Well, he's gone to point in 10 straight games. Cole Beckstead's gone in 13 straight games, which is every single game this season.
Now 14.
Now 14. Justin Daigle as well on a point streak, 7 straight games with a point. These extra graphics and stats are really cool. Awesome to see. And Ben de Jong also with 5 straight games with points. So yeah, a lot of top players with those point streaks going, as the captains have had their conversations with the referees. Yes, we will finish up here for the second period, and we will take a short break and see you guys after the break.
Welcome back to the NZIHL, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Avondale, Auckland, New Zealand, where the Dunedin Thunder have a commanding 4-0 lead. Going into the third period, Josh, the Admirals have just been flat and they have had no answer whatsoever so far.
Yeah, the Thunder are looking pretty good and the Admirals not so much. They were looking not too bad in the first, but they've really dropped off in the second period. Let's see if it's going to be a rebound or a trending still down situation for this third period.
Yeah, I said before the game started, I was looking for a response from the Thunder after a somewhat poor third period in yesterday's game. They came out firing. They are showing that they want to win and they want that second position, at least for a home final in the playoffs. I hear you've done a little bit of homework in the intermission about playoff structure. Tell me a little bit more.
I've tried to do the math. I hope I've done this correctly because I didn't have it correct just before. So yeah, we've got the Thunder currently sitting on 18 points. The Admirals sitting on 23. And so those kind of the main two teams that are battling for that second spot on the standings to get those home semi-playoff situations. So if the Thunder manage to win tonight, then they will clinch a playoff spot. Yeah. But the home standings are still yet to be determined. So we'll have to wait for the next games later in the regular season to determine who does host. The Stampede will confirm a home playoff spot if the score continues tonight, either facing likely the Red Devils or the Swarm, depending on how their season finishes off as well. And if the Admirals manage to tie the game and even take it to overtime and win it, then that will confirm a home playoff semi for the Admirals. So a lot to play for in this game still.
Oh, absolutely. And this season, there are absolutely no easy games for any team. I'm sure the Stampede, I know they're sitting up there on the top, but they would 100% not say that they've had an easy game this season.
No, there is a lot of parity in the league this season, which is awesome to watch. One of my favorite things about ice hockey is that a lot of leagues do have that high parity, especially in the NHL. Never know which team's going to win on the night. And I think this season for the NZIHL has really shown that parity difference. The Stampede, I mean, they're still top of the table, but they're not sitting as comfortably as what they usually have been in the past 10 years.
Yeah, that's true, Josh, and that's a good thing about the game of hockey. You don't have to have the best squad on paper. It's about the performance you put out there for the game that will determine a win or a loss. Sometimes you just got to work harder to get the win.
Yeah, so let's see which workhorses for the Admirals can try and bring it back for them tonight.
So we're underway for the third and final period. Admirals are going to have to do all the chasing here this period. They need to claw back 4 and stop the Thunder from at least getting 1, which I do not see happening. But nonetheless, maybe Regan can start the attack. They're going to go on the power play here, as orders is going to be called.
Sort of an interesting penalty. I don't disagree if the refs call it all, but orders did sort of trip up the Admirals player and that play as well.
Yeah, accidental trip there.
That was an accidental one, but yeah, and then orders did kind of take out the legs. So that will be another power play for the Admirals. Can they break the 17 power play opportunity slump that they're going on at the moment?
Oh, no time better than now, as they flat out need to be the next team that scores. Pass there from Stegman, who's trying to look for Beckstead, but intercepted by Daigle. Passes it off the boards to Regan. He loses possession in neutral ice. Beckstead backhand pass to Orr. He's looking for a pass back. Stegman shoots, big pad save there by Finlay.
Not where the Admirals want to be playing on the power play. Got to be down this side of the rink here.
Yeah, 17 power plays without a goal for the Admirals. They are in a power play slump. Daigle with a shot. No, not going to pressure more from there.
No, just straight to Moore's chest was the shot. He skated to the left to try and open up that traffic because there were a lot of Thunder players in the way. But that shot going straight to the chest, Moore will save that every time.
I'll have to say, Moore's probably, in my book, their #1 goalie. Shot there from Eid. He was looking for a redirect by Vespa. Daigle will play it low for Regan, but he's pressured on by Blair. Daigle keeps it in at the blue. Try to find Regan with a pass, but snuffed out by Darling, and that's out of the zone. Vespa getting pushed off the puck there by Walsh. Walsh doing well to burn precious seconds on the penalty kill. Another dismal power play here for the Admirals.
Not very hot at all. Creating a lot more short-handed chances than a power play really should as well.
Beckstead with the pass to Loisel. Loisel fires it over to Blair. And that's going to do it. Ian Orders out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. Shot there from Orr. That's 18 straight power plays now for the Admirals without a goal. I would probably have to say that's an NZIHL record, maybe. I'll have to do some digging to find that out. Now De Jong, can he get something going here for the Admirals? Ben Stephen gets dispossessed there by Orders. Orders, nice pass to find Beckstead. He's got all with him. Couldn't put it home. Joe Orr. The pass came from Beckstead. A brilliant opportunity goes begging there for the Thunder. As Loisel lays a body check on Vespa. Shot there from De Jong. Tried to beat Moore on the near side. Might have came off the helmet. Mawson keeps it in. Tries to get something on net, but a good block in the lane by Orders. He'll get a pass off to Barry. Barry was looking to skate to the net. Passes it to Tyon. He gets a shot off. Orders trying to hack at the rebound.
Admirals failing to exit the zone there. Got to get the pucks to their wingers to be able to exit. But weak dumps like that is not going to get the puck moving the right way.
Pass to the point, Stegman. He'll play it low for Darling. Darling looking for a centering feed, but came off the skate of Chamberlain.
Home crowd trying to get behind their team tonight.
Yep, they haven't had anything to cheer about here this evening. I'm sure if you're a Dunedin Thunder fan watching at home, hoping for a James Moore, not going to say the word. Shot there from Regan. Big save there by Moore. And Joe Orr tracking back to clean up.
That would have been perfect timing there, Bryce, for a goal.
Then the S word would have been out of play.
Yeah.
Shot there, that's redirected up into the netting, so we'll get a whistle.
Close to an offside play there as well. We briefly mentioned the Ice Blacks earlier in the stream. For any of the fans watching that aren't aware, the Ice Blacks will be playing in April, so still kind of a few months away. They'll be traveling to Kyrgyzstan playing their game. They'll be in a pool against Iceland and Turkey. They've changed their format for the World Championships this year, so go look up IHF.com, all those details.
Now Ben Stephen. It's a reverse hit there on Orders.
I got a penalty from that as well. So there'll be a power play for the Thunder after this.
Yeah, who's that actually going to be on? Is that going to be on Ben Stephen?
Was that from the hit behind the net? Is an interference call?
That's he literally just had the puck. No.
Yeah.
Don't agree with that.
Yeah, I personally disagree with that call there. If that is what they're calling was the play behind the net, I'm not sure what else it would have been.
Maybe they called for a cross check.
No, he showed the interference symbol, so
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one for a cross check, isn't it?
Yeah. The two arms straight out.
So the Thunder find themselves on the power play. Looking for their 5th goal of the evening.
Yeah, they'll be working their passes how they scored their last power play goal.
Pass up top for Loisel. He'll unleash. It's a skate of Vesper on the way. And Walsh working hard to keep it in. Stegman waits for Thunder players to touch up.
Thunder do actually have the highest power play percentage in the league, scoring on 32.7% of their power plays.
Now that's a good number to work with.
That's a very healthy power play. I think it comes down to a lot of those passes. If you're passing west-east in the when you've got your play spread out, that makes the goalie have to move horizontally, quite difficult.
Because there's no blades on their pads, is there? So they will be sliding all over the show. Centering pass here from Lewis, and Walsh will jump on the rebound and give the Thunder their 5th goal of the evening.
Yeah, so I mean, passing was kind of in play there. The pass initially went straight to an Admirals stick, and then it's Justin Daigle in front of the net. Not getting full connection of the puck. Ends up being scored by the Thunder. That will increase their power play percentage for the season, taking up to 5-0. I think we might be finishing this game up with this score.
Well, I'd say Thunder got another goal in them, to be honest.
Oh yeah, may as well keep going for that goal differential, you know. Will help out in the standings.
I'm now officially cheering on James Moore as Lewis goes into the zone. Doesn't get a shot on target. Now here's Lewis once again. Shot right on and covered up by Finlay.
Take a look at this entry here for the first shot. Just going over the blue line. Thunder won't feel like they need to have that pressure to score more goals, so they'll be able to play a little more defensively and then take their opportunities when they come. So the way they play, those opportunities do just naturally come. Walsh scoring that goal off the power play.
So the Thunder now with a 5-0 lead. I don't think anyone sees the Admirals coming back from this now. Barry try to get a shot off. But De Jong put the stick in front. Darling plays up for Wilson, who one times a shot. That's right on. Easy save for Finlay.
Yeah, we're sort of playing just for some individual stats here as we finish out the game. Some of the Thunder players, Samuel Loisel and Luke Stegman, went over and played in the Ice Hockey Classic over in Tasmania a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think it was last week, actually. It was a really cool experience for them. I think Cole Bickstead maybe joined. Did you see whether he was part of it?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a pretty cool experience for them, playing hockey in front of a massive crowd down in the Southern Hemisphere.
Now Vespa. Give the pass to Sestroni, and he's met there by Stegman. Cole Bickstead. Still with it. Passes it right off Henry, who didn't know anything about it.
Too focused on the player he was marking.
Yeah, he's looking straight at Stegman.
Oh.
Mawson has to come tidy up as Ikai almost had got through. Three words to sum up the Admirals this game, Josh, not good enough.
That's a pretty good way to sum it up, yeah.
They just look like they don't want it. They must have had a few Breveraginos last night after a good win, but they have not backed up that solid performance last night and taken it into tonight's game.
Sort of looks a little bit like some scrimmage hockey going on.
I can see this one getting a little bit feisty later on as Walsh is going to break right through the middle. Walsh backhand off the side of the net. Rain Walsh on the breakaway. Got him in behind enemy lines. But Finlay made a good save. Shot there from the point by Blair. And Daigle will leave it on for Eid. Eid's still on it, just backhand passes it over to Blair on the other team. I'm sure he'll accept those passes all night long.
Thunder are sitting back a bit, knowing they don't need to commit a whole lot in front. The Admirals almost took that puck away in front of the net.
Eid, nice pass to find Ben Stephen in the middle. Gets a shot off. Glove save there by Moore.
Very casual save there for Moore. Not the easiest to save, but just easily flick the glove up to stop it.
Sure, one of our co-commentators, Bartek, would have done the windmill on that.
Some goalies love to flash the lever, add a little bit of style and pizzazz to it.
Even when it's just a straight right-on catch.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun. I've never played goalie, but that's probably what I would do every time.
I've always wanted to play goalie.
Just one go would be pretty fun. Just one, though.
I just can't be bothered putting on all the gear. As De Jong tries to cut into the middle and get a backhand shot off. But that doesn't get through. And as Barry gets dispossessed just before he enters the zone. Savigny. Wilson steps in. Barry trying to go right through the middle. Still with it as Barry leaves it on for Darling. Didn't shoot. Wilson keeps it in and puts the puck back low. As King clears it off the boards and out.
Speed, Beckstead.
Was out with a shot. Well kept in there by Lewis. He'll rip one as well. Pad save made again by Finlay.
Yeah, Cole Beckstead coming in with some speed, getting that pass away. A shot on net there. Finlay making the save, just covering it. Not a whole lot of pressure, but enough for the ref to blow the whistle.
I think I told you this already, Josh, but I actually want the Dunedin Thunder to win the Beagle Cup this season.
Yes, yeah, I have heard that. That would be pretty exciting. They haven't won it yet. They are the only team not to win one.
I obviously am a Swarm supporter, but I would thoroughly enjoy seeing the Thunder win it this season as Quinn try to get a backhand shot off, but a nice back check there by Stegman.
Quinn being held there, his arm tucked under Thunder player.
They are not giving up easily on anything tonight, other than Thunder. Even though 5 goals up, they're maintaining a solid back check. So they know their goalie's having a good day so far. Played up the boards for Lewis. He tried to find a centering pass, no one there for the Thunder. And Quinn will get that out.
Yeah, Thunder do look like they are just kind of having some fun out there, to be honest. Just making the plays that they've practiced through training and just trying to execute them as best as they can without a lot of pressure on their system right now.
Boniface trying to make a cute little pass through the middle. Blair looking for some options. Plays it up for Rout. Here's Walsh. Joe Orr's going to cut into the middle, gets a shot off and scores. Joe Orr gets the 6th of the game for the Thunder.
Just roofed it top shelf there, Joe Orr cutting in, no one in his way, saw the open space. Yeah, just cut into the slot and then took the shot just over the top of Finlay's glove there. So that's going to make it 6-0. We're just padding some stats here for the Thunder. Good to see that they are interested in the whole scoring leaders situation as well. As a bit of an achievement to be the top point scorer at the end of the season.
Yeah, the Admirals need to be smart about the last 7.5 minutes here.
Just got to make sure they're doing the basics right. Just get their fundamentals going. They'll make themselves feel a lot more comfortable going into their next series.
Yeah, the Thunder don't actually seem to be trying to rage bait them too much either. I think they're going to try to stay out of the penalty box as well, but I think we might see it full in the next 5 minutes.
Maybe.
For some reason.
I haven't actually gone back and watched last night's game. I saw there were a few roughing penalties. So potentially that could happen again tonight.
Yeah, that was towards the end of the game when the Thunder kind of knew it was over. They started getting a little bit stroppy. Now Daigle leaves it on for Ben Stephen as he had Ty on hot on his tail. Daigle looking for a centering pass off the skate of Loisel. And Beckstead will gain his own. Beckstead passes it to Loisel. He gives it over to Stegman. Loisel with a one-time rocket. A rebound attempt there for Orders. Couldn't put it home. Another try there for Darling off the side of the net. Couple of big chances there for the Thunder. Beckstead on the backhand. Got a shot off. And Darling receives a whack on the ground there from Finlay.
A few behind the play situations going on here.
Beckstead. He just fires something on net. Not on target. Cheney will be there first in the corner, unable to clear. Stegman gets past Cheney but loses his feet. Still with it as Stegman plays it low for Orders. Beckstead picks it up. Orders up high for Loisel. Beckstead with it, looking for, I think that's Boniface out there, or Ikai. Beckstead with the backhand pass to the slot area, reverse hit by Loisel.
I can't exactly work out what the Thunder are doing, but their forecheck is just absolutely messing up the Admirals' back check. They're not knowing who they need to be marking, and it's just ruining the whole Admirals system.
Here's all right through the middle, shoots, blocker, save, Finlay. Thunder are cutting them open in all
and they'll give up
shapes and sizes, Josh. They are all over them.
Yeah, that might be the shift of the game, to be honest. Looking at that, Joe Orr with a little bit of a breakaway there, creating that himself. Yeah, the Thunder, they just had the Admirals looking confused out there. They weren't sure where to be standing, who to be marking, and the Thunder just looked super comfortable passing it, creating chances, retrieving the pucks. Thunder looked really good that shift.
Yeah, we know the Admirals will definitely bounce back from this pounding here tonight, but for their last series in 2 weeks down in Queenstown, they need to put up 2 solid performances so then when they go into playoffs, they are ready. They looked ready last night, but not so much here this evening. Hurring will play that off the boards for Walsh. Walsh puts on the brakes. Finally out of the zone for the Admirals as Hurring was looking for a penalty as I think Ben Stephen held his stick. Blair trying to go right through the middle, pass there from Joe Orr, trying to find Blair going back post.
They've got a bit being let go here by the referees, just wanting to see it play out, I guess.
And Sebastian Stevens going to beat the icing. But Orders is going to pick it up and come the other way for the Thunder. He gets crashed into on the boards. Up ice pass. No icing on the plate. Wilson will play it up for Orders. Try to control it off the skate. Beckstead almost stealing it off Mawson there. Chamberlain plays it for Mawson. He just gives it over to the other team. Here's Henry with a shot. Not on target. Now Stegman. Try to find Barry, but he doesn't control it. Now a bias pass heads to Sestroni. Good back check there by Hurring, breaks the play up. Lewis trying to cut into the middle, but just loses it. Sestroni puts a reverse hit there on Tyon. 2:40 remaining in the game. Admirals have shot blanks so far.
Yeah, I think that's only 3 shots on goal this period. We've got a penalty on the play. That will go... there'll be a holding call. Sorry, I missed who that was actually on. Let's see if we go there on the replay. Oh, yeah, so kind of just an arm wrapping around, kind of pulling him off the puck. That will be a penalty. That's going to Will Barry. So the Admirals will have one last chance to get rid of that egg on the scoreboard.
That's a time where you don't want to give away a penalty because your goalie's had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
And you're going to go down a man for 2 minutes.
Don't ruin it for him. I mean, the way that the Admirals power play has been going, maybe they should have elected to have Will Barry keep playing, maybe. Not that they've scored 5 on 5 tonight either, but they seem to be a little better on that strength state.
Daigle gains his own. Try to find past the Vespa, but a good stick in the lane there by Orders. And Orders is going to come the other way. All alone, Ian Orders, forehand.
Oh,
big save, Finlay. Got the pad down in time. Now pass up to Savigny as Blair steps in. Daigle looking for some options. Fires something on net. Moore made the save. Loisel using the body well. Orders try to play it back. Daigle all alone. Good back check there by Joe Orr. And he gets pushed into the Zamboni door.
Just outnumbered was Daigle.
Centering pass there to Ben Stevens. Shoots. Couldn't get it on target. That was probably the best chance of the game for the Admirals. Pass up to Mawson with a drive. Another big save there by Moore. 50 seconds to go. Sestroni plays it low for De Jong.
I think the Admirals coach will just keep Finlay in the net. The deficit is kind of too big to really make it worthwhile pulling your goalie.
Yeah, I agree, Josh. A tough angle shot off the noggin of Moore. He's made saves all night. And this most recent one straight off the helmet.
Yeah, good save. Stephen giving him the kudos there as well for that save using the helmet. Oh, that's got to be scary having a puck come that close to your face.
Well, the Thunder have thoroughly outplayed the Admirals here this evening. A big bounce back from a tough loss last night where they didn't play bad at all. Shot there from Mawson, doesn't get to the net. Herring pushed off the puck. Stegman picks it up. Plays a backhand pass up to Walsh. Darling will just dump that. Dying seconds, and James Moore with a shutout here tonight for the Dunedin Thunder. Take a bow. A huge performance from their goaltender. And the Dunedin Thunder, the victors of this evening with 6 goals to none, Josh. The Admirals just flat out did not have it tonight.
Yeah, James Moore will be joining Chubba Kirchamargosh as the only 2 goalies to get a shutout so far this season. It's a pretty tough achievement to do in the NZIHL. We do not get too many shutouts. We prefer our high-scoring games down under. But James Moore absolutely earning it tonight.
Oh, absolutely, and I love what they've done with the net too. They've essentially shut the door.
It's done. You can't score anymore.
No.
That is Moore's net. He's owned it. Luzell picks it back up because he's a good guy, good Canadian guy there.
Does he get to take it home, the net?
I don't think we can afford to give that one away. They've got plenty of nets down there in Dunedin. Moore can play in front of those ones.
Yes, they do. Well, another split series, Josh. It's been the tail of the tape this season for quite a few teams. It's really good to see. Obviously, split weekends are great because it keeps the table interesting, and it's going to come down to the last series of the seasons, which is going to finalise those top 4 placings.
Yes, so Stampede, with that win, with the Thunder winning, will confirm a home semi-final. So I'm sure once the details for that has all been sorted out, tickets will be available when they are available. Make sure you are subscribed to either our YouTube channel, any of our social medias on Facebook and Instagram, because those tickets will probably sell out very, very fast. The Stampede regular season games already sell out very fast. It's going to be hard to get a playoff ticket.
So next week in the West Auckland Admirals, Pure NZ Admirals, will be going down to Queenstown to play the Sky City Stampede in a 2-game series, Friday and Saturday night. And the Botany Swarm will be in Dunners taking on the Dunedin Thunder.
Yep, so still some sort of playoff situations to work out. Next weekend will make things a little clearer. The Swarm will be looking to get points so they can make sure they actually make it into the playoffs. And they'll be watching very closely to the Red Devils also playing that weekend. And those are kind of the last 2 teams that we need to decide who will stay and who will go.
And that's so up for grabs as well, because we don't know which Swarm team's going to turn up.
Yeah.
As when they're on, but they're just not on enough. And that's why they do find themselves at the bottom of the table currently. And the Red Devils, they've got some fight in them. They can beat any team on their day as well. So that's going to be very interesting to watch. Yeah,
Gagnon for the Red Devils, he's kind of the difference maker in my opinion. He's able to just put up goals. Almost all of his goals have been in a unique, different way as well. He's such a creative player that is super tough to be able to defend against. What I'm really looking forward to is going to be the very, very last round of the season. We've got the Botany Storm hosting the Canterbury Red Devils the 25th and 26th of July. That very well should be the kind of play in a series. The winner of that, whoever comes out best, will be locking themselves into the playoffs. That's going to be fun. I reckon that's going to be a pretty messy type of game, I reckon. With a lot on the line.
Yep, that's for sure. Well, that probably wraps us up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Another split series here this weekend with the Dunedin Thunder bouncing back tonight with an extremely convincing win. My first star of the game, 100%, is going to James Moore.
Of course.
No doubt about it. He got the shutout.
Yeah, hard feat to do. James Moore definitely deserves #1 star in my books too.
You'd probably have to say after that performance, he is their #1 goaltender from here on in.
Yes.
In my opinion, it would be.
Yeah, I would want to do a little more research before I fully give my opinion publicly, but yeah, that'll be very interesting to see, I guess, which goalies they end up going with for the whole playoff series as well.
Well, he
'Cause
did.
Managing the time balance as well is a very important factor.
He did only have to save 19 shots tonight, so you've got to give some credit to the Dunedin Thunder defence, because they shut down the Admirals for such a good part of that game and didn't allow them to get some good goal-scoring opportunities. So hats off to the defence and the goaltending for the Thunder here this evening.
Yes, yep, absolutely. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all the comments and feedback you guys have given. We hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's broadcast. On behalf of the crew, our production crew, our directors, our cameraman, thank you, Bryce, as well. Yeah, we will see you guys next week for the next round of hockey. Ka kite anō.
Cheers, everyone, and good night.